Wow, Ricky, you did question a lot about crypto, right? Tell me.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Ricky.
Hi, I'm Evalee.
This is Precious Metal Support Episode 3.
Okay.
So the first question is by Marcus Theo 88. Should I buy name brand mint but like PEM, Perf or Metalor, or are generic bars fine?
Okay, I think this is also a matter of preference. Yeah, actually all they have same goal inside. So the difference is how easily it's being sold outside.
Yeah,
Whether
correct.
the brand, the refinery, is it like recognized, more recognized. For example, PEM and Perf and Metalor, they are more recognized in the market.
Yeah, so they are like LBMA accredited refineries. So when you bring this LBMA refinery accredited refinery bars, you can sell it in Japan, you can sell it in Singapore, you can sell it in any countries that are bullion dealers. They recognize these brands more often than the others. For example, if you have a bar that's not LBMA accredited, you might have issue not just selling back, but even if the bullion dealer choose to take it, right, they might offer you a discount, to buy back the bar. So yeah, we recommend
LBMA.
Correct.
Yeah. So Priyanne Invest, she asked what is a Freeport and is vaulting there worth it?
Okay, so if you Google the Freeport in Singapore, the Freeport is actually a highly secured storage facility, and you can find many sources like financial institution or the recent ETF. They all store their physical gold in the Freeport, and then within the space there are a lot of secured logistics service provider. They are members of the LBMA like Malcolm Briggs, Loomis, so on and so forth. So they are the operators that within the space they store and vault your precious metals. For Indigo client, we basically store there as well for our own products and our client's product. And you basically get the same service which the financial institution gets.
Oh, so when do you think I should get like a vault storage?
Now,
Even if I have a few coins?
okay, so if you have small items, you can also store with us. There's no minimum. Storing with Indigo Precious Metals.
Oh, okay. So at Indigo, there's no minimum.
There's no minimum. But obviously, there's always this thing called economy of scale. So when you buy, if you have a few coins, most of our clients prefer to store themselves. As it gets to a certain volume, that's where they are looking for alternative service provider. Because when you store yourself, you are basically taking the risk. Like if you get robbed or whatsoever, right? You need to be insured. So when you store in this vaulting environment, it is insured under your name.
So if I want to see my metal, can I just go and see?
Oh yes, you can. You can.
Great.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so the next question, James Lim SG, he asked physical gold versus ETF. What's the actual difference? Well, I think ETF tracks the price, and you own a unit in terms of like funds, not the metal physically itself.
Yeah.
So between you and the gold sits a fund manager.
Yeah. There's
so,
the issuer, there's the custodian, there's the market maker. So basically, when you buy ETF, you are buying a fund, right? A fund that tracks the gold price. So they issue you a unit of ETF. Basically, you have a claim to the gold. So it's kind of like we call paper gold. So you do not have physical gold. So the main difference is physical versus paper. Right, there's also more consideration. So ETF has more layers, like what we mentioned earlier. Physical gold is very simple. You own the gold in your name. Is that simple? But ETF, when you introduce more layers, there might be some counterparty risk. It's still safe, but there's still a higher level of risk involved compared to simply buying your own physical gold and put it in a vault.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 4 by Daniel Krishnan. Should I dollar cost average or should I wait for dips? I said many times, so I'll let Evalee choose to answer.
But I think like nobody consistently time the market. It's very hard to time the market. So people who usually waits for the dip are usually not actually buying, because you don't know when is the lowest point, right? So dollar cost averaging removes the decision, like fixed amount, fixed intervals. Your average cost reflects the market over time.
Yeah, so basically you just buy a fixed amount, let's say every month, dollar cost average. You take away the speculative part. So unless you are professional fund managers that your job is to time the market, generally, regular retail investors, we are not trained and professional in that sense. So just dollar cost averaging, that will always win compared to trying to buy the dip.
Correct. So I think being consistent, putting in the money, it's rather than you just keep timing why it is a wrong timing. Okay, the next question is by Stevie179. He asks, gold versus Bitcoin, which is the better store of value?
But this is a very sensitive question. Always strongly been debated by many people around the world. I myself speculated in Bitcoin, so you can make some money in Bitcoin. Bitcoin, they call it digital gold. And obviously the physical in comparison to physical gold. To me, at a certain point of time, Bitcoin outperformed and then gold outperformed like recently. So you look at the different cycles. In my opinion, gold has proven in history that is a wealth preservation. Bitcoin has been here since I think 2010. The history for Bitcoin is still relatively young. So gold has a stronger history, a stronger foundation. Bitcoin is still a speculative bet in my opinion.
Question, Invest Crypto 21 asks, what's the difference between gold and RWA?
Real world assets, tokenization of gold. This is basically a spin-off coming out from crypto, like the ledger. So a little bit like ETF for RWA, for real world asset, tokenization of gold. There's also a lot of layers. There's the issuer, whoever issued the token, and then you have to go to the exchange. Obviously, they say that the gold are all, or in fact, nowadays all the ETF gold are backed by physical gold, so they are already doing the same thing. To me, as mentioned earlier, there are layers there. You don't own the gold directly, you own it indirectly. It's a little bit like paper gold, so you own a token, and that equates to a physical gold sitting in the vault, which you can so-called redeem, but it's not under your name, right? So owning physical gold means this is my gold coin, which I put it in the vault. It's under my name, I can collect anytime. For this case, ETF and tokenization of gold, you have to go through the issuer, the broker, before you can redeem it, if they allow you to redeem it. So there is still this question there.
Alright, so which means that more layer equals that more trust is needed between the parties, right?
Correct. Correct, that's right. So for me, I'm a very simple person, and I always believe that you need to understand what you're getting into before you buy it. So if it's not simple enough for me, then I might not be comfortable to get into it.
Wow, Ricky, you did question a lot about crypto. What's happening?
Yeah, I think the market, crypto has been becoming more and more common over the past few years. There's always there used to be a talk about 4-year cycles, so on and so forth, but things have changed a lot. There's the war and everything. Crypto is actually coming back in general, to my understanding. So I guess there's a lot more interest in crypto.
Ricky, you have anything to say? Please continue.
She stole my line.
No. You can say, I've definitely learned a lot from Evalee.
I learned a lot from you today, Evalee.
Thank you for watching Precious Metal Support Episode 3. I hope you learned something new.
See you in the next episode.